Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? Hey, we know you should saw that fresh new intro. Wasn't that shit sick? Well, we couldn't agree more, guys.
Right, we just collaborated with our boy Omar at Sun City Vibes to help create an intro that would take our podcast to the next level. Do you need help with your video editing and content creation to help elevate your business to the next level? Well, Sun City Vibes has you covered without a doubt.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Whether it's a logo reveal, a music video, drone footage, or even t-shirt printing, guys, hit up Sun City Vibes for quality work and affordable price. Shit, Omar even made us a sick ass hat. Look at this.
It's a fresh ass hat.
Fresh.
Shit's fresh.
Fresh.
So yeah, guys, go help support those that support us and hit up our boy Omar and tell him Chris and Misa sent you from the podcast and help support a local El Paso business today. Let's go. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Today is Saturday. It is June 19th on a hot ass day in El Paso, Texas, guys. As always, for the podcast, we have co-host Misa's here. Say what's up to the podcast, Misa.
Yo, 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 what it do, what it do, what it do?
In the producer chair from Watch Out Loud, his name is Wes. Say what's up to the podcast, Wes.
What's up, podcast, Wes?
Hey, there you go. Joining us for episode number 80, we have a very, very special guest. She is a KLAQ afternoon DJ. Her name is Miss Veronica Gonzalez. Veronica, say what's up to the podcast.
Hey.
Veronica.
Give her a triple horn, Misa. So Veronica, we want to thank you for joining us today, taking time out of your busy schedule to join us for Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Guys, make sure you follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, leave a rating and a review. So guys, we have a heat wave going on in El Paso right now.
Is that what it is?
That's what I would call it.
It's hell not outside.
Right. It's pretty fucking bad.
Hell no.
Are we in Phoenix right now, or
Dude, I think we're in hell, bro. This shit's hot.
Dude, it's hot. So like, okay, so I asked this lady, and I might be uncultured, right? But I asked this lady that I work with that she lives in Juarez. And I asked her, do all the houses in Juarez have ACs?
Wow.
Because like, dude, there's certain parts of Juarez that don't have AC, bro. Yeah. So like, I was thinking like, what the hell? Like, I know you would die without an AC.
Look at him.
Like, I know you would flat out die.
I'm not white, I'm ice, and I'm melting.
So I just wanted to just ask you guys, what would you guys do without a fucking, like, without an AC? Like, what would you realistically, what would you do? Would you just sleep in like your bathtub?
Dude, what can you do? I mean, I don't know.
Pretty much what some people do is they'll just jump in and take a cold shower and just lay in bed in the towel and just dry off like that.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I made a makeshift swamp cooler out of like a Home Depot bucket, dry ice, and some computer fans.
Oh
okay, nice. That's like very like fucking genius stuff.
I know who I'm calling.
Veronica's like, I'll just take a cold shower over and over again. But yeah, so
like Dexter's lab over
dude,
here.
I was just thinking about it because it's just been so hot, and I was telling Blue, it seems like every single day it just gets hotter and hotter, and we're not even in July. So guys, that's our weather talk for today. So before we start any podcast, guys, you know, there's a tradition unlike any other, and it's called the cracking of the celebratory beer, and it sounds
Release
like
the Kraken.
yes. There you go. Cheers, guys. Veronica, cheers. Thank you for being here
Cheers.
today.
Thank
you.
Everybody, Wesley, Misa, Blue, thank you. I'm going to indulge, guys. All right, God. Bless, that was cold. Okay.
It's so warm. My beer's already getting warm.
So Veronica actually slid through with some beer. She brought some Cactus Lime, right? Michelob Ultra.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay, wait. Whoa. First off, when I went, I was trying to get Michelob Ultra for Wes, and they didn't have any. So the only Michelob Ultra that they had were that infusion ones. So I was like, I hope maybe he'll try it. So I just grabbed those and then a pack of Bud Light.
Hell yeah, there you go. Nice. Dude, she knew to bring Bud Light. I wonder why. Did you tell her that Bud Light's my favorite beer? We're sponsored by Bud Light.
Did I?
Yes, you did remember.
I drank last night.
Yeah, of course. Okay, guys. So Miss Veronica, for the people in the podcast audience who may not know who you are or are not familiar with you, can you go ahead and introduce yourself to the podcast audience, please?
Yes, I'm Veronica Gonzalez. So you hear me Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on KLAQ. And also you'll see daily articles of mine on KLAQ.com, which, by the way, some people can be really mean sometimes when you make a little accident, you know?
Oh,
It's crazy.
Oh, so like you mean like
okay, not spell check. Okay, I'm really usually good at things, but sometimes what's horrible with our system, when you save it, for some reason, it won't save the right way, but it'll save the bottom parts of the article. So like the first headline never saves, but the bottom ones will save correctly. So that happened, and it saved this one word that was can, and it didn't make sense. And so when it published on Facebook, I fixed it and everything, and it came out right. But on the Facebook part for KLAQ's Facebook page, it came out wrong, and people they went off on that more than the article and everything. And I was just like,
it's the fucking heat, guys. Come on.
We're all angry.
Yeah. So I've seen that happen like plenty of times. Like people will see the tiniest little error and then they just turn the whole comment thread into that. And it's like, and then so what happens is people don't even end up reading the comment or the whole article. They just go to where you're like,
and they focus
where
on
the
that
mistake is. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's the life.
I'm going to go next time, and I'm just going to like make something up to see if people would just go along with it.
They probably will.
They probably will. You could be like lying about like any part of the article, and because people don't read it, they just like look at it and then they make their own opinion about it. So
do you ever read it, Chris?
Yeah, I actually like the articles that you guys post. They're pretty cool. Like you guys do articles that are like, they're not like your typical like, oh, fucking crash on the freeway again. You know what I mean? It's like they do articles like, right. And like there's one that I just saw, and shout out to Brandon Coates. We had Brandon Coates on here. He's a part of the KLAQ morning show with Buzz Adams. He had a fucking article about ghost towns in the area of El Paso that you can drive to that are not that far. And I thought that shit was cool because I've always like seen little ghost towns like driving between here and San Antonio. And I'm like, I wonder if like who would ever go there.
Yeah. But I mean, it's also those places you want to go to.
Right. I'm like, I would probably want to go there. You know what I mean? But I'm on the way to San Antonio, and that way we don't have time for that. So it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it's pretty crazy. So I like the articles that you guys write. You can find those on the KLAQ website, correct?
Yes,
okay, cool. Nice. So I noticed that you're the fourth member or the third member of the KLAQ family to have on. So we had Nico, we had Mr. Brandon Coates, like I just said, and now we have you. So thank you for that. Give him a round of applause, Misa.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
KLAQ station showing love to the podcast. We love you guys. Thank you guys for that. So
I'm just waiting for our invitation, bro.
What to their morning show? Or come on the radio?
Hey, they mentioned you guys at one time.
Yeah, they did.
Brandon did.
Yeah, Brandon did. But I don't think it's their call that they can just say, "Hey, can we just have these guys on the radio today?" I don't think it really works like that, dude.
I don't know. We'll just show up, dude.
We'll just show up.
What's the worst that could happen?
Say hi. Be like, "Hey, Brandon, we're here, man. What's up, dude?" That's funny. So you actually mentioned this to us off mic right now, that you were a little nervous because it's your first time on the podcast.
Yes.
Or ever on a podcast, right?
Ever. First
Okay.
podcast ever.
Nice.
Yes.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. Number one, podcast
Pop
cherry
my
pop
cherry.
again. That's what's up. Yeah, that's cool. But like, why? Like to me, I can understand being nervous because you've never done it before.
Yeah.
But obviously, like you're on the radio, so like it's not like
I know.
you know.
Okay. Well, see. Okay, that's the whole thing. I see news anchors on the TV, and I'm
Right.
like, man, now that's tough.
Right,
it's
that's tough,
Because
and
you're
it's live.
in front of the camera, you
Right.
have to look nice. But it's like when you guys are listening to me on the radio, sometimes some days I'm dressed in PJs.
Oh,
Just so you
nice.
know.
There
Yes.
you go.
So that's why it's
Breaking
like
news.
that's why it's easy to like do
Breaking news.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I think it's a totally different like medium. Obviously, podcasting, especially this podcast is kind of longer format. On the radio, you guys just come in and out, and then
exactly.
you throw it back to the music, you throw it to the ad. You know what I mean? It's a total different beast than actually just sitting here and talking for like a whole hour and a half. You know what I mean? But have you like ever like thought about like being on a podcast before? Was it something that like interests you at all?
I've never really thought ever about being on a podcast. And it's funny because some people are, for work, like at work, Joanna and Emily,
Right.
they have their podcast. Brandon has his.
Right.
And it's like everyone has theirs. And I'm just like, man, I think like I'm going to get
She's
one.
like, I'm going to start my own fucking podcast.
No, but it's just like, it's hard because I think about it and I'm like, but I get nervous. Like,
Right,
I don't know why. It's easy to talk to a mic when I'm in that room at KLAQ and I'm just talking like, it's like I'm talking to my friends, but there's no one in the room with me. So I guess that's why it's easy. But
Right.
you guys, I'm like surrounded by people and I'm nervous.
Audience over here.
It's been a long time, guys. Pandemic. Blame it on the pandemic. But,
Right.
yeah.
That's
Don't make her nervous, guys.
But
Don't
you know
look at
what?
her.
Honestly, though, I think, I remember when they were looking for someone for the morning show. That's why I actually didn't make it on the morning show because I wasn't very talkative.
Oh, so you had like a
I was
tryout or
super
what?
shy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Chris, you would probably make it, dude, because you didn't shut the hell up.
Yeah, well,
I know.
that's probably why I wouldn't
Yeah.
make it. They'd be like, it's not
not your show.
No, but
like, it's Buzz's show. What the fuck? Stop talking.
but that's why they would have picked you, because
True.
you would be like, oh,
It's just like,
with
just
Buzz.
ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just, okay. That's cool. I mean, I didn't know you tried out for the
Yeah.
show. That was cool. So
know.
unfortunately, obviously they didn't choose you, but was that like process, like really like, was it nerve wracking for you or like?
No, like not nerve wracking. I was just bummed because it's like, it's true. Like
Right.
when I go back and I listen to the air checks, I was like, man, because everyone, even the ones who work there, like Mondo the Monster, when he was on the morning show, he even got on my case and he was like, you know, you should have talked more. Why didn't you interact more? And this and that. And I was like, I don't want to like talk over Buzz like you, because it's his show. And he was like, no, you can't be like that. Like,
Right, you
that's
gotta
why they want to
interject.
pick you.
But
Because
Buzz just talks over
yes,
everybody.
yes.
Didn't they just mention that like on a previous episode that
Yeah.
like he talks over the comedians and everything?
The comedians are like the guests and they're supposed to have all the shine and Buzz is over here still in it. But that's what's up. That's cool. I mean, and it's funny that you mentioned Mondo Monster Medina. I actually saw him the other day. He runs the EP Sports Network, and he runs it with my buddy Ace, who's a photographer at Downtown Spaces where I work. So I actually see them because they're always doing their podcast stuff together.
Yeah.
So he's a really cool dude. So shout out to Mondo. Give him a round of applause. So it's pretty funny that we got you here. So the reason behind that, there's actually a story to this, and it's all Wes's fault, or not fault, but it was all Wes's doing here. And this is actually
superhero.
right. This
in
is
my
actually the
eyes.
first guest that Wesley actually booked for the podcast. So
Yes,
thank
you
you
are.
for that, Wesley. Shout out
Thank
to
you,
you.
Wesley, so much.
And so, Wesley, kind of tell us really fast, like what happened that led to Miss Veronica Gonzalez being here on the podcast.
He's like, it started off with a beer.
So
It started off with a Michelob Ultra Friday night.
it was the 75th episode. Just kidding.
Wait, are you trying to say he has to drink to talk to me?
No.
I have done.
He's like,
He didn't remember texting you yesterday.
I didn't remember your beer because I don't drink that.
no, it's because it was actually just funny because we were like, obviously we kind of like think like, okay, guys, who do we want to like try to bring on next? Who are we going to aim for? And then Wesley was actually the one that kind of like introduced you as like, hey, maybe this is a possibility. And then Wesley, take it from here.
So, of course, there was a fake account on Instagram that went out. I didn't know it at the time. And there was a thing on KLAQ going on called Go Fund Yourself. So first I went to Chris. I was like, hey, are we going to have a new guest? Is this our new guest from KLAQ? Because we've had people from KLAQ. He's like, no. I was like, why is she adding me? I was like, oh my God, Chris, what if I won the $10,000?
Oh my God.
So they're trying to reach out to you.
And then there was no post on it, but they had so many followers. So it was like weird. And I was kind of doing a little investigating. And then I just went to KLAQ where you were in a picture and you were tagged and it was a completely different profile. And I was like, that's when I messaged you, told you
Yes.
about it. We all reported it. And then, then I asked you about the podcast. You said you'd be on and here you are. But
Here I
I sent a
am.
message to that thing and I was like, all right, that's enough, Mohammed. Quit that shit, dude.
Dude, you know, it is somebody like from fucking the Middle East or from like Asia somewhere.
but
Like
Buzz even got a fake
making all
one.
these
And
Yeah.
fucking bot accounts.
A lot of people
Buzz
did.
got one.
Damn. So Buzz got too.
Yeah,
Damn.
I've had a fake account before, and I've also had a fake account on Tinder of myself
That happened to me too.
No way.
in Missouri.
Okay. Wait, so Veronica, this happened to you also?
Yes.
They made you a fake Tinder?
Yes.
Dude, that's gotta be terrible.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. And how did you find out?
She was on Tinder.
She's like swiping right and shit.
Wait, what?
And she's like, damn, she's fine. Wait, who's that?
No. Okay, so basically, one of my friends, he was like, "Hey, we matched," and
On
I was
Tinder?
like, "Yeah," and I was just like,
He thought,
"What?"
he's like, oh, I have a chance. Finally. We matched on Tinder. It must be like you must have initiated this somehow. I don't know.
No, but yeah, like, he sent me a screenshot, and I was
Oh,
just
that's
like,
wild,
"What?"
man.
And I was so mad because I was like, "Dude, that makes me look bad." Because at
Right.
the time, I was in a relationship, and I'm like, "This is
Right.
gonna go good." But yeah,
Right. How do I explain this shit down?
That was the old me, man.
Yeah.
See, the one with me, like from Missouri, it was a viewer, and they were like, "Wes, I didn't know you lived in like Warren County, Missouri, and stuff." And I was like, "I live in Texas, dude." What do you mean? And then sent me a screenshot of it, and it was like all my Instagram photos and stuff like that. I was like, Why?
Wow, I wonder who
Why?
picked Wes.
I was like, I'm kind of flattered. I was like,
He's like, I'm kind of not mad. I'm not going to report this.
Kind of like
I wonder how many people in Missouri right swiped me. So
all those people got disappointed.
Dude, no. You know what would be funny?
All of them were catfish.
No, you know it would be funny if the Missouri version of Wes was just racking in the girls' bed. Just like killing it. Just out there killing it. Slaying it.
And Wes over here can't even get a date.
And Wes
bro.
over here just fucking
I'm
chilling.
choosing not to.
Right.
Okay.
He's over here keeping his Netflix account on his old girlfriend's fucking profile as settings.
Hey,
That's an A1 move.
I'm getting
right there.
followers for that.
Right. That's a good move right there. Okay. So Veronica, sorry, we went down a fucking wormhole here. But I didn't know that you had a fake Tinder. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's like really
It
concerning.
makes me want to like see if I could find myself.
Do you want to see if you have a Tinder?
Maybe I do. Dude.
Lisa, that's
Look
how-
at me.
That's how we can get more guests. You guys start making fake accounts of people, and then I'll let them know, and then ask them to be on the cast. Genius.
Genius. Yes.
I'm living in 3021 right now.
No, that's ridiculous, dude. So, Veronica, you are born and raised in El Paso, correct?
Yes, sir.
What side of town did you grow up on?
The West Side.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So, West Side party right now. Yes, sir. Okay, so you went to what, like middle school and high school did you go to?
Middle school, Arnado.
Okay.
And high school,
Franklin.
Coronado.
Coronado.
Ooh,
Wow.
dude.
That's me. No, I'm CHS too.
No, but I regret going.
Why? Why you gotta do that? All these guys went to Franklin.
Wait.
Every single one of them, except me. And then she throws me under the bus.
No, okay. I love
That
Coronado.
was
My,
funny, though.
my
That
older
was
sister,
funny.
my older sister went there and everything. I have respect for the school,
Right.
but just the story behind it. Cause I went to elementary.
She has the utmost respect that she's like, fuck that.
Dude, oh, you make me feel bad
just
now.
kidding. No, just kidding.
Well, no,
I didn't even
it's
go to my
alright, it's just
10-year
Coronado.
reunion. Yeah, it's cool. It's not a big deal.
It's like, okay, don't get me wrong. I love the school, but just
Right.
I guess the story behind it. That's why. Because I went to elementary, I went to Putnam. And I was supposed to go to Moorhead with all my elementary friends, but then what happens? Like I ended up going to Ornado.
Right.
So then I went to Ornado, had to make new friends, start all over. And so, yeah, like I did good. I made new friends and everything. And then for like 3 years, like to 8th grade, I got back in touch with an ex-best friend from elementary. She was like, hey, like come like to Coronado High School. We'll be best friends again, this and that. So what happens? What do? I say goodbye to my middle school friends and I ended up going to Coronado. And it's like, I had to basically start all over again. And all my elementary friends were kind of like, oh, well, you went to another school.
Damn.
I know. So it's like, all I had was that one friend.
Oh, now you
and
wanna
I'm
come
not
back?
Gonna, I'm not gonna, yeah. And it's like, I'm not gonna give her name away,
Right.
but I went there for her. And then
Her
what
name's
happens that
Heather.
year?
We'll call her Heather.
Heather, yes. So I went there for Heather.
Okay.
And basically we stopped being friends that year. Uh-huh.
Heather, that bitch.
Damn.
Wait, yes.
And then
what happens when it
Okay.
came to rival games, Coronado and Franklin? What
Oh.
side did I sit on? The Franklin.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
It's
I
weird.
know.
I
I'm sorry.
sat
It's
on the
okay. It's okay. I love having Coronado
Blame
alumni
Heather.
on here.
Blame
It's great.
Heather.
Fucking Heather.
That bitch.
Okay, so you graduated what year?
2003.
Okay, so that's not that bad. That I think
That is-
we had Will Herron in here. I don't know if you know.
Fucking
who Will
Chris.
Herron
God,
is.
I love him.
Yeah, Will is the shit.
He is
Dude,
the
I love we interviewed Will on the podcast, and I love when he would switch up from English to straight up Mexican, like Chingon style. Like it was fucking badass, dude. Will was cool. But yeah, so we had Will in, and he was a FHS grad, and I think around the exact same time as you.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he was cool. And shout out to Will
Yes.
for coming through. His podcast was really funny. And he was actually like, he had a line in the podcast where he's like, yeah, I'm just there crying to my beer. And I'm like, dude, I can relate with you every single day. You know what I mean? So it was cool. So so you go to school, you go to Coronado, you graduate.
Mhm.
Do you end up going to college at all? Or how do you
Yes.
end up like kind of like
Right as
ending
soon
up in
as-
KLAQ?
Right as soon as I graduated from Coronado, I went straight into college. I went to EPCC, went
Same.
there for a few years, and then got into my comm classes. And then for my mass comm class, we had to do like an internship.
Right.
And so one of my friends, this one guy who he would always like send me little like postings, like
We'll
for-
call him Hunter.
like that's a good one though.
Yeah, Heather and Hunter.
So Hunter like sent me the ad and he's like, hey, look, they're looking for an intern and you need it for school. And I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, hopefully I get it. Cause there was like other people who would go in and stuff. And I remember it was like me, this one dude, Mike, and this girl, Krista, and we're all like waiting there to be interviewed. They called Kristen, she went in, they called Mike, and then I was the last one. So I went in, they interviewed me and it was just like, hey, so you need this class. Like, okay, you need these credits. Okay, we got you. And what like hours are you available for, this and that. So yeah, I left and everything. And I was like, I don't think I got it. Like I felt nervous and I think they could sense that. And so, yeah, I know within like 2 hours, I got a call and they're like, hey, we'd like to offer you the internship. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So then I got in and everything. And yeah. And
like, what was like the internship work you were like doing? Like, what did they start you off? Like just like running like papers back and forth or like,
no, not even that. It was mainly the production side.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like,
So they
threw you straight in there.
They threw me to the wolves.
They're like, boom, they're in the middle of the fucking deep end. Let's go.
Yes. And so I started doing that, like recording music, putting in the files and then having to set cart numbers for it, all this stuff. So, yeah.
Nice. And like, did you have any previous experience with
Never.
that? And so like, you were just like, let's just shoot my shot in the dark.
Yes. I had to wing it.
Right. You're like, yeah, I can.
You gotta fake it till you make it.
But it's the worst because when it comes to me having to do something, I'm the worst person when it comes to like freaking out. And I go from 0 to 60, like bad. I'll like have anxiety and I'm like, oh my God, this and that. And I like freak out, but I managed to get through though. I managed to get through somehow.
Look at her now.
I know.
Look at her now, dude. That's funny. That's crazy. So what else? Like, did they like when you're interning, right? Obviously you weren't getting paid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have you there.
Yes. Basically getting paid was like
slaving away.
3 concerts, meeting bands.
Oh, dude, well, that's pretty cool. I mean, obviously it's not like right. It's not income. It's not cash, but like, so there's perks to it, right?
Yeah, there was perks, definitely.
Okay, cool.
I'm basically an intern.
Like, yeah, you're an intern
sometimes.
Yeah, there's perks. There's a few perks. They're not the best. It's not free concerts and shit, but hey, you know, we try. Maybe one day. But anyways.
He takes advantage, you know, episode 75.
Episode 75.
I got a bonus that day.
You really sold yourself out that day.
It was tequila.
That much. So when you're an intern there, is it cool? Like, do they kind of like mess with you at all? Like, is there any like hazing involved? I would think that would be like part of it. Like, dude, that's the fucking intern. That's their job.
No, there wasn't. Everyone was super friendly, super nice. But if anything, there were more like pranks.
Right. Yeah. Cause they used to do a lot of pranks. Like I like some ridiculous ones. And like, I remember one that we saw when we interviewed Nico was they made him eat a whole onion. I don't know if you saw that, but that was like disgusting.
Dude, I feel for Nico. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like
we also had Fernando Cuevas on. And we had him on a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. And he was I think one of the things was like they dressed him up as a maid, or he dressed up as a maid.
Oh.
And then Bus went and like hid his clothes. So he was dressed like that for
they did a lot of stuff to Fernie.
Poor Fernie. But yeah, that's
shout out to Fernie, man.
Shout out to Fernie. So actually, I forgot about Fernie, dude. That was like episode.
What a dick.
Dude, that was like no, dude, that was so long ago.
Yeah, we're episode 80, dude.
That was like episode 19 that we had Fernie on.
That's like
that was a long time ago.
Was that the garage?
Yes. No. Well, me and Misa were in the garage. Right. That was before COVID. Me and Misa were recording in my parents' garage, and if I'm correct,
that or in your room, dude,
or in the room, and fucking he was on his phone. Remember?
Yeah. He had to go to work, so we did a halfway, and like, you know, we did a whole podcast. But when we took a break, when we came back, it was Joe.
Oh, that was Joe. Yeah, and we were talking about him going to the strip club as in a Santa Claus t-shirt.
What?
Yeah, that is so fucking random. That's crazy. So I read on your profile because I was reading your bio for.
What a creep!
Yeah,
dude, I'm trying to think. Bro, what do you mean?
He's the one that did the fake Tinder profile.
No, that's not creeping. I was trying to figure out more about you. I've never met you till today.
Okay.
And I have to put this rundown together. Like, it's not easy, you know what I mean? So I have to find information from somewhere. And I asked Wesley, like, hey, like, see if like they have a bio on the website, and they did. So I was able to find
Chris has to explain himself after.
Because you guys made me seem like a fucking weird stalking motherfucker.
Can I just say something? I did a miniature interview with her, and I don't see one thing from the interview on the rundown.
No, from the bio. I grabbed general stuff.
That bio's old. I need to update it.
It's old?
So,
how old is that bio?
I don't know.
It's like 12 years old.
No, like.
What did I have from that bio?
Were you still friends with Heather?
She was still friends with Heather at that time.
That's
that shit's hilarious, man.
Making my face cheeks
Dude, stop making her laugh, Misa.
Yes,
We
Wes.
told you, dude. We told you about that last time. Stop making the guests fucking laugh, man. They don't like that shit. They start crying.
When you
and
start
shit.
saying dumb things, Chris.
But no, I wasn't like I read your bio so I could fucking like develop this rundown because I need to get information from somewhere, and there's a bio right there on the website. So why not use it? But I didn't know that it was that outdated, right? Like, because
But I mean, you know
how
what?
outdated are we
No, but
talking?
everything on that is true.
Correct. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
Yes.
like there's some stuff about like
there it
some of the
is.
interests that you have, and like
Uh-huh.
one of them was like music and festivals and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so obviously working at the Q, you probably have like an inside track to getting to some of those concerts. What's like the best event that you've been to that you were there representing the Q? What was that like?
Oh my God, it was amazing. I mean, okay. Usually the things I didn't really get to work, it was more for play.
Right.
So I didn't really get to represent the Q, if anything, by sharing videos and then
Okay.
doing an article about it. Yeah.
Okay.
But the best time I had was, it's actually hard because there was 2 festivals. The Botanica Festival that was in San Antonio at Six Flags.
Hell yeah.
Deftones performed. And so that's why I went to see them. And then the other one was Dia de los Deftones. And then I got a pass from work to get there to
Nice.
see them there in San Diego. And that was amazing.
Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So is Deftones like one of like the top bands?
I'm in love with them.
She loves
I'm
them.
obsessed.
You're obsessed with Deftones?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm
You're
so
probably
obsessed.
going to get mad at me. I've never really listened to the Deftones that much.
I listened to him so much. My
Yeah,
brother's,
dude, she looked at me,
obsessed
she's
with
like,
them,
When is the
and-
next
Yeah.
She's like, this is why I don't like Coronado. When Chris said that,
Veronica was like,
no way.
It's true though, man. I mean, it's crazy, but that's cool. So they like, it's cool that they would hook you up with like
Yeah.
festivals out of town too. Cause I was thinking they would just hook you up with like the local concerts
here,
when,
yeah.
like when people fall through here. But I mean, if they're sending you to like San Diego and to other like
San Antonio.
San Antonio,
yeah.
like the
Six
Deftones,
Flags, shit,
that
dude.
shit's
I
fucking
know,
badass.
Yeah.
And so like, how long ago was that?
Botanica was 2018, March 2018.
Right.
And then it's so funny because it was March 3rd, 2018. And then Dia de los Deftones was November 3rd, 2018.
So they have a full day just for the fucking Deftones?
Yes, the full
Damn,
day. But
that's
then
wild.
the lineups though. oh
yeah, I was
my
gonna say
God.
who was the lineup?
Mike Shinoda,
Oh, wow.
Doja Cat. Oh, she was amazing.
Is
And-
Doja Cat, is that related to Dogecoin? Just kidding. Get out.
Oh,
Chris,
That was a layup.
man,
That was
you are
a,
one for
that was a layup, bro. She tossed it straight up to me like that. I was like,
Hey, it's almost when everybody's listening. It is Father's Day, so that was a good
Yeah.
dad
Right,
joke.
that was a good dad joke.
I'm gonna have to like delete all this shit.
I'm not a father myself, but I'll take that. Thank you. Misa's a father. Blue's a
well,
father.
don't
I have
you
a
guys have
cat.
pets?
Wes is a
Kids, yeah.
You have pets?
Kids. Just kidding.
Wes has a pet,
Oh my
so he's a father. I
Happy
technically,
Father's Day.
I'm just married. I don't have a pet or.
Hey, you do have a son. His name's Aaron.
Oh yes, shout out to Aaron, my son. Yeah,
You forgot he had a kid, dude.
he's my grown son. He's older than I am. Okay, hold on. So let's go back to the lineup. You said who was the second person? You said Mike.
Mike Shinoda.
He's from Fort Minor. Is that guy?
Fort Minor.
Right. That was like the
Mike
link.
Shinoda's a Lincoln Park. Right?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like the breakaway
break-
theme.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Damn, Fort Minor used to go hard as fuck.
He did,
bro.
dude.
Where'd you
I forgot
go?
about them.
I miss you.
Right, dude, that's a banger.
You've been gone.
Okay, stop. We're
Fucking
gonna get
Heather.
copyright fucking flag for that. Okay. Okay, and then Doge.
Doja girl.
Doja.
Bitcoin. Is that what it's called?
Well, okay. I don't,
Bitcoin was there. Fucking West. They were the highlight,
Oh my
the
God.
main stage. Bitcoin.
To the moon, man. To the moon.
God damn. Okay.
Hey, come on. It's torture for her. Look at her.
no, my cheeks, you guys.
Okay, go on with that.
Okay,
lineup.
well, that's the main lineup that
Right.
I went to go see.
Okay,
I don't-
cool.
forgot the other one.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Do you like going like what were the festivals that they used to throw downtown? The KLAQ, the rock ones, the Street Fest.
Downtown Street Festival.
Are they still gonna do that?
I have no idea.
I used to go to those. I saw like Papa Roach there. I think I saw who else did I
I saw Papa
see
Roach.
there?
I saw Bush.
Dude, Rob
Bush?
Zombie was horrible. Like, I know, not horrible in the sense of performance. I mean, in the sense of like, it was packed as hell. Like it was like
it
a
was
can
too
of sardines.
packed?
Dude, when
Can
you're
of
walking to go like
Right.
somewhere cause I'd always get a hotel room. And so every time I'd like be crossing through the crowd to get to my room, you were like having to like shove
Like
yourself
literally
through.
like you
Yes.
had to shove
It
through the
was
crowd.
so bad.
Dude, that would suck,
packed.
dude. That would suck a lot. I'd probably get somebody pregnant just trying to get through.
What?
My bad. Yo.
What?
I hate packed places.
How does that
Happy
make
Father's Day.
sense?
Lisa.
Oh my god. Wait, what the Lisa,
That's
how
why I don't go to
the fuck is-
concerts anymore, dude.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And because it was Rona. Too,
And because it's too expensive. What?
when you got kids, everything's
Yeah,
Wait,
expensive.
it's just shooting your shot everywhere you go. You can't bump into somebody.
What was
Well, they bumped into me, dude, and then
What
bam.
was the? Hey Wesley, do you remember this? What was the festival they used to throw at Wet and Wild? I saw POD there one time.
Oh,
KLAQ
dude.
Balloon Fest.
Okay, Balloon
Oh,
Fest.
I thought
okay,
it was Balloon
right.
Fest.
And
They
I
have
saw a Flyleaf there as well.
Oh
They were,
my
yeah,
God,
they were
that
pretty
one
cool.
was awesome.
Yeah,
I
that
miss
was.
Flyleaf.
Yeah, I
What
miss
happened
that
to them?
type of like fucking music.
What?
Evanescence,
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf. I don't know.
Well, she
Is
went
still
off
around?
and did her own solo thing
Oh,
for a
I
little,
see.
but then I don't know, weren't they gonna like get back?
Yeah, that. Well, you know what?
That's
I
what-
didn't.
I don't know if
Right,
that's
I
what
didn't
we're-
follow them
but-
like too crazy. I just remember being there and seeing them, and I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this is pretty fucking badass.
You know what I miss? I miss the old school Warp Tours, like the old ones with Offspring. I think that's the most time I crowd surfed was during Offspring set. You know, Transplants,
Right.
everybody showing
Warp
like,
Tour at Las Cruces.
No Effects. Oh, it was great.
NMSU, right?
Yeah,
That's where
yeah.
it was all the
I
time.
went every year until it just went indie, and I was like,
Oh.
okay, I don't know who these people are.
Did you ever go to Warp Tour, Misa? Do you even know what Warp Tour is?
I remember, but I never went, man.
You never went?
No,
Why? You just didn't want to? Or?
no, I just didn't. I don't know. Never planned it. All of my friends were into Mexican music,
Okay.
I feel-
mariachis.
I feel bad for you, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
That's a different Warp Tour.
That was another life. Where are they now?
In jail. They're locked up.
Is it a Heather? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they were all Heathers.
Heather and a hunter.
Hunters.
Yeah.
That's
There was a Heather in there somewhere too.
yeah,
Sure.
dude. That's fucking wild, man. Yeah. So, what do you think is like the most challenging like part of your job, like being real fast.
Yeah.
Your set is pre-recorded. Is that right?
No.
Partially? No, it's okay. So you do it live,
You
right?
have to go
Okay,
live,
cool.
yeah.
So what's like the most challenging part about doing that?
Having to think on your toes
And-
and not messing up.
Right.
But it's funny because my closest friends, they know when I mess up on the air.
They can
because
tell?
I have
like
a
pause?
certain little quirk and I do
Right.
something when I mess up. And they're like, hey, you messed up. And I'm
She
like,
stutters.
What's the
Today.
nope, I'm not going to say because
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
no,
guys hear
yeah,
me, you're going
because
to be
then we're
like,
gonna
hey,
know.
you messed up. And then for sure I'll be nervous and keep messing up the rest of it.
So you would say that's like the most like, so I understand like, yeah, you're trying to keep the like everything flowing
Yeah.
and you don't want to make like a critical error or something that's obviously noticeable.
Exactly.
So I understand that because obviously with the podcast, we try not to do that, but you know, some shit happens sometimes.
And then you only
Uh,
have a certain amount of seconds to
Right.
talk because of an intro of a song, there can be 7 seconds.
Right.
And then another intro to a song is like 40, 30 seconds.
So you have like to fill different times,
exactly.
right?
And it's like, you have to like be real quick.
I heard there's actually like a DJ thing where I was watching a video where some YouTubers were trying to be DJs and you have to like build up and talk about like maybe a backstory or something interesting and then talk about the band while that build up for the song. And then when the drop hits, that's when you stop talking.
Exit. Yeah.
That seems so
Yeah.
difficult to me.
Well, I mean, if you're prepared, like it could be kind of fairly easy because, like, if you guys are promoting a new single by, let's
Us and
say,
Ben, we have
Papa
like time
Roach,
to like
right.
look it over,
you
research
guys
it.
go
and then-
say, hey, this is from the new album. This is what the album's called. It was recorded, blah, blah, blah. It's going to come out this day.
Hey, blah.
This is a lead single. Boom, throw it to the
Yes.
song. You know what I mean? So in that aspect, like, it's kind of like if you're prepared, it could be easy. But if you have to do that shit on the fly, and it's some random band and you don't have any like
know.
right, it's like what you can't make shit up. Like
I
what are you
know,
gonna
because
do?
they're gonna be like, just lying.
Right, she's lying. So you
Does
get
that happen with local bands when you, because I know KLAQ plays local
Q
bands
Connected.
sometimes.
Yeah. So on Q Connected, we have local bands go on the show so they can broadcast their music for
Right.
everyone to hear in the borderlands. And so them, I don't know, it's like how they really do Q Connected with the local music. But
Right.
I know with local bands, what's crazy is they get more, I guess, followers, I guess you can
Right.
Yeah.
say. And because of that with the show and everything, so a lot of Q Connected really does help the local bands and stuff.
I think you get some
Maybe we should start a
some
band, Chris.
exposure, like a Conversing with Chris band.
Yeah.
But why? I don't know how to play any instrument. I don't know how to play anything. I can make beats, but I use my computer to help me. I'm not like
He's up there with his computer.
He had the biggest smile on his face when he was just like, but why?
But why? I mean, I'm sure there's other people that can start better bands than us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I was gonna say is for those bands, it gives them, I think, like a new level of exposure that they wouldn't get like anywhere else, because you guys. The Q's been around forever. Like I don't remember like being alive without the Q being a radio station. Like that's like a fact, dude. Like I remember like being little with my dad, and that's what he had on.
I know that's what I would listen.
Right.
In elementary school, before being dropped off at school, I remember listening to the morning show because my dad would listen to it. And would just be like, oh man, like these people are funny.
Right, exactly. He was engaging. And so I remember vaguely, like not vaguely, very like specifically like getting picked up from school and then like walking into like the car and like the KLAQ, it was always on automatically. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's cool.
Change the fucking channel, Dad.
Well, dude, honestly, I was down with it because I was like, this is cool. I mean, like, you know, it was just like rock music. Like, and they would even do like, I feel back then they would do more like classic rock. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think it's cool. So,
didn't they do a piñata for like Hero Music? Like when they went off and then they did the piñata when they busted it open, it was on like resumes or like applications for a job.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So like didn't Hero Music go like fully automated or something like that? And a bunch of people lost their jobs. So KLAQ showed up with a piñata and it was filled with applications to work at KLAQ.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, bro. You know how bad that sounds?
That was just an evil rival battle.
So like, Hero Music was like the other rock station.
Another one that one was like more alternative station.
The only other one I remember is the Bandit. Remember that one? Oh my God. You guys remember that station?
Yeah.
My dad has a fucking sticker like in the garage of that shit. And I'm like, I see it and I'm like, dude, I remember that fucking radio station. That was like the only other station that played rock in El Paso. You know what I mean? So Veronica, in 10 years, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself still working with the station? Do you see yourself still in the radio medium, or like, what do you think the future holds?
I don't know. And I'm nervous because it's like lately my boss has been telling me that I'm doing really good, like on air and besides on air, my digital stuff as well. Right. And it's funny because he brought up the topic of like, hey, so would you ever consider leaving town? Like if a job opportunity popped up, and I was just like, oh man. And that messed me up that day. I never thought about that. Cause I always, I guess, saw myself in El Paso being at KLAQ until they fire me or I leave, which I don't know if that would ever happen. I doubt it, but so I was just kind of like, wow. And thinking about it, I was kind of like, you know, I've always before back in the day in high school, I always remember saying like, man, I can't wait to get out of El Paso. I hate it here. I know it's really sad to say that.
No, we've all said it. Yeah, for
really?
sure.
I've done it
but
3 times.
I feel so bad. But it's like I look back and I'm like, man, but so much has changed here. We have grown a lot, and now I've grown to love my city. And I hate to think about leaving it. You know.
Right.
Plus, there's this badass podcast here in El Paso. So.
Yeah.
Minus the heat, though. Minus the heat.
But I don't know.
Such a stupid ass. So stupid. She's all giving a heartfelt testimony about the beautiful city we live in. And then you went out on a fucking podcast.
He's like, aren't you glad you're here on this path right now? Aren't you so privileged?
Isn't this the best thing about El Paso? This one thing right here.
I was just thinking, like, she's saying all this stuff, but she's not mentioning us.
I'm sorry.
Don't take these guys
so
seriously.
Thankful to be here, though.
God bless,
for real.
man.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Shut up, Wes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was crazy. Okay. So yeah, obviously it would be kind of hard to leave. Obviously your family's here.
Yeah.
Are you married? Are you like in a relationship? You don't have to say like, but
she's on Tinder, bro.
No, yeah. That's the faker.
My bad.
And remember, Wes, because Wes is part of the internet police, we're gonna ask him to go to Tinder.
I'm on Tinder too, but apparently I didn't start it.
Yeah. But we're gonna ask you to get her fake account taken down.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Wes.
Did I actually get the last one taken down? Because I went on like a rampage. I was like,
I don't know. You might have.
Because when I had the fake account, I was going to say this earlier. Somebody made a fake account on Instagram when I was getting a lot of viewers on Twitch and started selling like those herbal teas and stuff and like photoshopping it into like my actual photos. And dude. People were messaging me.
I think
like,
as the internet police, and because you're a white male, people might help you. Yeah, people will listen.
Pigmently challenged.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, guys. So yeah, Wes, if you can work on that, we'll get your Tinder taken down. Your fake Tinder.
Thank you.
But like, as far as like kids, you have kids?
I do. I have 2 kids. I have an older son who's 9. His name's Isaiah, and my little girl, she's almost going to be 2, January 14th, and her name's Isabella.
Okay.
Oh, that's my daughter's name.
Nice. Yeah, that is his daughter's name. Yeah. That's cool. Round of applause for you guys. Twinsies. There you go. Okay, so look, that bio is old on your website. You mentioned 1 kid, and I was going to ask, so how's your 1 kid doing? But I was like, wait. This is an old bio. Things might have changed.
Now I know why you stayed so general.
You see, that's it's hard, man.
Smart.
It's hard out here.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. It's not. No, it's not.
I will get to it.
It's hard out here.
Bro, it's hard out here. So trying to get information on people you don't know is a hard thing.
And then you can't believe everything you read. But of course, it's on KLAQ. So
you would think, hey, you probably could read this or believe it, but hey.
So if you see a Tinder profile that says they have 1 kid, report it. It's old info.
All right, guys, we're coming up on the 40th minute mark here. We're having a good time. We got some laughs. We got Veronica laughing a lot right now.
So are you still nervous, Veronica?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. Yes. Good.
I hope we can do this again.
Yeah, so we're actually just going to take a break here.
Yeah, you're not going nowhere.
We still got a whole second half.
Keep it down, all right?
We still got a whole other second half. Jesus. Guys. So we're gonna take a break. Wesley has a segment that he's gonna debut in the second half. And then I have some random categories that we're going to ask Veronica about. But yeah, we're going to do that all in the second half. It's going to be a lighter second half. There won't be as much of like an interview style. It's just going to be like, hey, participate in the conversation. Let's have fun. And so, yeah, we're going to do that when we get back, guys. So make sure you're following us on Facebook, liking us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube page, Apple Podcasts, leave a rating and a review, especially about things like that. And yeah, dude, we're going to take this break, episode number 80, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast with Veronica Gonzalez. We will be right back.
Yo, what I do? Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast is sponsored by top quality and handcrafted products made by I&I Glass. I&I Glass products are blown here locally in the 915 and range in uses from pipes, pendants, jewelry, decorations, and even goddamn motherfucking hummingbirds, and much, much more. So make sure you go and hit up our boy Aaron Lee at I&I Glass and tell him that your boys, Chris and Misa, sent you, all right? And you go and support a local Paso business motherfucking today, all right? Thanks.
All right, guys, we are back from break. Episode number 80, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast, featuring our friend Veronica here.
Hi.
Guys, please make sure you guys are following her on all her socials, following us on all our socials, subscribing to our YouTube channel so you can see when we drop new episodes every single Sunday. And also, guys, Apple Podcasts, leave us a rating and a review.
Yeah, hey, and real quick, guys, Wes, our boy, he's on Tinder, so look him up, right?
Ladies, if you're looking for a nice strapping young man,
I got you, Wes.
Unhappy Father's Day.
We got Wes. And so, yeah, for real, guys, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day to my dad.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads across the land. So, guys.
Thank you for giving us that lucky seed.
Right. Thank you.
Hey, no.
Thank you.
We were the lucky seed. We were the lucky seed.
Right.
We were the fastest one. That says a lot for the other ones.
Right,
If you look at me.
I got a tattoo of my dad if you guys want to see it.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's not there.
He'll be back with milk sometime.
Yeah, Misa's got a rough, he had a rough childhood, didn't you, Misa?
Yeah.
You want to get into
You
it
could
at
say
all?
that.
Do you
No.
Okay. All right.
This podcast is really good right now. I don't want to get everybody.
Okay. Miss Veronica, how are you doing today? How's this podcast been for
Doing
you?
great. Oh my gosh, it's hurting my face cheeks. You guys make me laugh so much.
We're injuring guests now.
Side
Yes.
effects.
Somebody
Your
call
fucking
a
face may hurt.
Somebody call a medic right now.
The following podcast might cause symptoms such as headache.
Yeah.
I
You had it. You had it.
I don't know.
It's the face
Yeah,
I don't.
you had it.
I don't
bro.
know how they go so fast.
Well, yeah, but it's because they're
just
prepared.
gotta know what you
Comes
gotta
back
do.
to preparation, man.
Diarrhea.
Right. So,
Gonorrhea.
Is it diarrhea?
Oh, I was like, oh shit, dude.
Veronica, so I saw you had some other interests like off-roading.
Yes.
Do you still do that?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh.
that article was throwing me off. Okay.
Was that old news?
Right. That was
No.
old news.
No.
Okay. So I saw you're interested in sports, right? And then you also like some off-roading.
Yes.
Is it off-roading like in the form of like ATVs, dirt bikes, quads,
Like
or
truck.
is it like truck? That's what I was getting to. So I'm sure you're familiar with the wall area.
Yes.
Is that where you usually go, or where do you like to go off-roading?
Either there or Red Sands.
Red Sands.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never been to Red Sands. And we're going to talk a little bit about Red Sands, about that fucking accident where that guy
Ooh.
died.
I
Did
did
you
you
guys
about
see
that?
about
No,
that?
no.
No? Okay.
Yeah,
we're
was that
gonna-
like mud race or something?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get into
the mud
that. We'll
Boston.
get into that right now. Essentially, yes, it was a mud race and the tragic event happened. Somebody lost their life. We'll get into that right now. Wes will pull that up here in a bit.
I'm on it.
But what I was going to say, so like I've never been to Red Sands. I've been out to the wall and to some of the different places that are out there, because it's not just the wall. There's a lot of different
For the
spots you
dirt,
can
yeah.
go to. But is that where like you were introduced to off-roading, and that's like where you were like first like able to do it?
Yeah, well, it all started when I was like in high school.
Right, because that's where we would all go party,
we'd all go to
right?
the wall and have
Right.
bonfires and everything, and like off-roading and everything.
And drink
Oh.
underage.
And run away from Border Patrol. Did that ever happen to you guys? Or
Yeah.
that's just me.
No, that's just you, dude.
I actually have a
fuck.
scar all the way up my chest because I ran away with beer and stuff out in the desert, and I ran straight into a barbed wire fence. It was the middle of the night,
God bless.
and then
bro.
I got back, and the cop was like, "Why'd you run? I wasn't gonna do anything."
Oh my God.
He's all, you're such a loser, Wes.
He's like, you're white, dude. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Let you run.
Hey guys, it's so nice being here today.
So yeah, so like when you were off-roading in the desert, obviously like many of us, like probably all of us in El Paso, desert parties are the norm or were the norm, especially when
Every
you're-
party's a desert party, bro. We're in El Paso.
Well, true, yes, but there's like a true desert party
Yeah.
where it's like pellets and
Literally
like
a desert
bonfire,
party.
and you're
Ugh.
surrounded by dirt and everything is dirt.
it
Like, you
sounds
know what
like
I
the
mean?
party I went to
Your
yesterday.
bathroom's a bush.
Right, your bathroom's a bush. People may or may not be firing off illegal weapons.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's fun.
anyways, it's a great time, guys. I
Yeah.
really encourage desert partying, and just
Well,
make
not
sure.
in this weather, guys.
Well, yeah,
Well,
but make,
no, after at night.
At
gets
night it
pretty
cools
cool.
down,
Yeah.
right.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's pretty
And when
cool.
you're
It's like
drunk, you
90
just don't feel
degrees
the
like
heat.
at 10 o'clock at night. Like that shit is bad. The other day I was like, dude, it's fucking night. I'm gonna go outside and cool down. Dude, fuck no. I went outside and I started
started
sweating
sweating
even
even
more.
more.
At least, yo, what the fuck, dude? Like, it pisses me off. Like, yo, the sun's not here. Why are you
Well,
fucking hot right now?
Austin's so much worse because it's humid over there. And I
Oh,
remember I had to
yeah.
pack up to leave from Austin, and it was middle of the night. And I was like, it's not gonna be hot. And it looked like I jumped in a pool
Right.
one trip to the
drenched,
car.
sweating. So what's the main difference between going out to like the wall and then going out to like Red Sands? Red Sands is more just like dunes, right?
And it's red.
Is it really red, or did they just call it red?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like
They're
the
called
sand,
red sands
the
for a-
sand is completely different from the walls. The
Okay,
wall
yeah.
sand is like white,
Right,
lighter, and this
right,
one's
right,
like orangey, reddish.
Shit, excuse my ignorance,
Yeah.
guys. Shit.
I'll
Fuck.
forgive you this time. But don't do it again.
really red.
like there's
It's like chill, bro. Just ask
That's like the dumbest question to ask.
Bro,
you
I'm
know,
sure
like,
somebody's been like, "Hey, is white sands actually white?" And then everyone's like, "Yeah, you dumb fuck." Okay, so I guess I see where you guys
Yes.
are coming from. I see it. I
You
get
see?
it. You guys are assholes, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Looking for a new co-host, guys. Indeed.com. Send the resume. Anyways, so yeah, so like I guess okay. So you said the sand is totally different, right?
Yeah.
But is it like the same type of vibe? Is it the same kind of like activity going on?
I don't know, because see, the times at the wall, I remember lots of people would obviously have their like circles of the
Mhm.
bonfire, different party areas going all over.
Right.
And then like very few people off-roading and going up that huge ass hill. And then
The wall.
Yeah.
Damn it! You see, it's going back to the whole Chris thing. It's
Guys.
contagious.
Jesus.
Oh my god. But yeah, and the red sands is just different. It's more like flat. I guess like very little.
Oh, so it's I guess
I
it's
don't know.
more like
different terrain, bro.
Yeah, different.
Like it's more like a trailing area in at Red Sands, and
Right.
then the wall. It's like
Just a wall.
off-roading.
Yeah.
What was it like? I was like probably like 14 the first time I went out to the desert, like for a party. What about you guys?
For a party, 14.
Yeah.
So young.
Well, I had an older brother that's
Does your
5
mom
years
know
older
about
than
this?
me. So
That's why.
like, you know, when
Were
you
you
have
one
it,
of those brothers that said, "Oh, if you go, I'm gonna tell mom."
no, well, I was just like, you know what? I ain't gonna say shit, but if you let me go, I'm down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to turn up too. Like I'm bored. Like I've been playing Halo 2 all day. Like what the fuck? Can we go do something? Like I won't say anything. I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
My brother
You
would
know what
only
I mean?
take me so I could be his DD at the end of the night.
Before you
But
were
what he
drinking
didn't know
and
is
shit.
like I needed one too.
Right.
You know? Like, I got this, bro. Just driving with one eye open. Yeah. You got this, bro? And I was like, I got it.
I got it. He's like, hey, you can open
Stuck
that
in the
eye.
sand.
You think you're moving?
We're almost there, man. We're almost there.
Did you ever get like I got stuck out there one time, like with my friend? Did that ever happen to you?
Yes.
I think that happens to everybody, right? You go to the desert long enough, you're gonna get fucking stuck one time.
Sands will take
Yeah,
you.
mine was like pretty crazy. I managed to go over a hill so fast because what I love doing, my friends hated me for it.
Right.
I was the type of person, I'd pack as many people, and I had a black Forerunner, and I'd
Right.
pack a lot of people in the very back where there's no seats, no seatbelts. I know, bad me.
Right.
And then
That's younger
back
you, it's
seat-
fine.
No, and like the back seat, and then people on laps on the back seat, and then the
Jesus.
people in the front, 2 people sitting in the front with me. And when I'd go on the hills, I'd go like
Super fast.
fast, and so it would bounce, and I'd be hearing the girls in the back. I hit my head, B, slow down. And I'm like, nope, sorry. And I went so fast over this one hill, I managed to disconnect my battery from my truck.
Oh shit!
So I straight up broke down completely. And then I was like, damn, dude, I don't have a flashlight. So of course, back then the cell phones weren't as great as they are
Right.
now. And so we're just like, fuck, we didn't have a flashlight or
Right.
anything. And yeah, sure enough, like the guy that was with us managed to like put it back together and everything. And we got out of there. But that was like bad. And I
Right.
learned my lesson.
For
I
your
never did it
fucking
again.
battery to come out. Your car was like, no, I'm done. I'm out. Bam. Disconnect.
The battery was like, yo, your friend told you to slow the fuck down, and you're like, nah, whatever. And then here we are. I'm out. Power this up some other way, motherfucker.
Pretty bad when the vehicle is being like
Right.
the reasonable one.
When the
you know?
vehicle's like, hey guys, we should fucking settle down.
I'm gonna have to cut you off right now.
Dude, and then I love the point you made. Like, dude, you know what? Cell phones weren't always the shit. We didn't always have a flashlight on them. You know what I mean? And I like almost forgot about that.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought
we're
I was thinking
super
about it the other day.
privileged. You know what I mean? Pocket flashlights, like for free.
They're
Why
like
not?
computers.
Dude, yeah.
Bro, I remember my first fucking shitty ass T-Mobile phone, bro.
Which one?
It was like it's one of the ones that the prepaid, obviously, but it was T-Mobile or not T-Mobile, Virgin Mobile. You know what I mean? Because I was a virgin at the time. So. I was like 14, whatever.
We're honest here.
Still a virgin till this day, by the way. Anyway, fucking like it was one of the Virgin Mobile phones that you bought at like Walmart or Target for like $40. And then you paid like 10 cents a text message. So I was over there like, I'm balling. Texting everybody like stupid shit for
You could
no
like
reason.
check your account, like how much
Right,
money you
you can
have
check
left.
your
Like,
fucking
yo,
minutes and
I
shit.
got like 30 more texts to
Do
send.
you guys remember when it was like
After
15 cents to send a text and 5 cents to like open a text? Remember that?
Yeah,
We're not
dude.
that old, bro.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
That's
I
why.
racked up a cell phone bill to $1,000.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I messed up.
Was it your parents' bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same
Like,
here.
good shit.
So
Good
it's
shit.
okay.
It's their
I
problem.
feel
really.
so bad,
Fuck 'em.
bro. My dad was just like, oh my God.
Fuck 'em. My parents got a box one time and they opened it and they're like, oh, is this a new phone upgrade? And they opened it up and it was like stacks of paper this high and it was all my text messages and all the charges. So it was probably
God
around the same
bless,
time.
bro.
Yeah.
Jesus. What were you texting people about, bro? What the
Guys.
fuck?
I think like, and then there was like a thing like after like 9, you could get like free minutes. Or, like,
Yes.
free
Yeah,
It was
free
always
calls.
late. Mhm.
It's like,
Free
bro, don't
calls.
fucking call me until after 9. All right, I got 45 cents left on my fucking phone. I don't want to hear it. You know?
If you call me before 9, that's it. Yeah, motherfucker. I told you.
I'm not gonna be able to answer. Shit.
You owe me some fucking minutes, bro. Dude, remember we used to go buy minutes, bro. Yes. Where are you going? I'm gonna go buy some minutes from my phone, motherfucker. Like,
Hey, I got shit to tell you, bro. I was like, all right, let me go get some
no,
minutes.
that's fucking, yeah. Hold on, man. Let me run to the Valero. I'm gonna go fucking Diamond Shamrock at the time, probably. I'm gonna go buy some fucking minutes from my shit. And then you get there, you get your card, you pay for it, and then you go home and then you punch that shit in, and then bing. There you go. You got minutes again.
And then minutes are gone like one day.
God damn, bro. That's a fucking back in my day right there. Jesus Christ. We're not even that old, man. Fuck. Imagine 20 years what we're going to be reminiscing about. Like, bro, remember we used to record on the computer? You fucking loser.
Fucking loser.
Remember paper money? How crazy.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking crazy, man. So this all started because we were talking about going to the desert. just because of that.
Because
was the last time?
on his cell phone.
Right.
Because-
A Virgin Mobile cell phone, by the way, of all types. Whatever happened to Virgin Airlines, by the way? Is that still a thing?
And I used to like their cell phones.
Right. I used to fuck with
I
the
like
Virgin
that.
Mobile, like pretty, not like actually fuck with them because it's Virgin Mobile, but you know what I'm saying?
I had Singular.
Yeah, it's Singular. Dude,
Yeah,
I remember
little
Singular.
orange, like
yeah.
X.
Ah.
And then it
That's
became
wild.
AT&T. And
Okay.
then now I hate AT&T.
And, right.
I have
Dude, that's
AT&T right
fucking
now.
crazy.
I hate them.
I love how nobody asked him, what's your, like, what, you hate AT&T? Who do you
No,
have?
he just said it.
And he's like, no, I am AT&T.
I am them.
What cell service do you have?
T-Mobile.
Okay, good shit. Me too.
Ooh.
You're just giving more information for her Tinder profile.
T-Mobile Tuesday. That's what I was getting
Got a
at.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, dude.
T-Mobile phone, hit me up. I'll hook you up.
No need for minutes over here, motherfucker.
No more paying for minutes.
Bro, it's so wild how
Unlimited.
fucking time has like fucking changed. And that was literally something we were doing about 10 years ago.
Bro, you know what kind of like, even back then, like in middle school when like people started having cell phones, like I didn't get my first cell phone till I was like the end of my freshman year,
Yeah.
which was like 2004, 2005. And then so in middle school, 7th grade, I see this like rich white kids or like girls like with their phone. And I'm like,
the
dude, who the
razor.
fuck are you going to call? Like, none of your friends have a phone. Who the fuck are you calling right now? Like, what the hell is
We're
going
calling
on?
their chauffeur, dude, to come pick
I
him
don't
up.
know, dude. It just tripped me out, And I was like,
Do you guys remember like back in the day, we actually had to call landlines?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like if you were dating a girl in like middle school or something, you'd have to talk to their dad.
Yeah, their
first,
dad would answer.
or something. And you're like,
Be like,
can I talk to so you tried and called like after 8 p.m. Like they're already busy. so
hoping
you-
they wouldn't hear the fucking phone.
You go in AOL Instant Messenger first. Like, hey, I'm gonna call you in
Call you
like
right
30
now.
minutes. Just sit next to the phone.
that's crazy.
Bro, AOL Instant Messenger, that's a whole another fucking
ASL, dude.
But
ASL.
it's improved so much and so fast that like you don't really even notice all of that. Like it has to take like times like this for us to really talk about it and remember like, oh shit, minutes, having to pay for minutes and text and shit like that. And it's fucking crazy, dude. I'm old.
RIP MySpace, bro, for real.
MySpace.
I miss MySpace.
Did you have a MySpace page?
Yes, I still
didn't?
I can
You
like check mine, but I can't log in for some reason. But
It's
I can see
I
my
think
stuff.
because I think they like deleted a lot of accounts that weren't being used, or they like restricted them because I can't get into my.
They have a special
either.
website you can go into and log into, and it'll show you your old.
Look at this
Bro.
fucking hacker.
MySpace. Yeah.
Look at this hacker.
I have to find it, but yeah.
I love the fact that you could put up like your top friends.
Bro, I would love
my
to.
God.
Beginning.
Oh,
It's
that
like
was
an-
the worst because they'd be like,
top
well,
8.
why didn't I make on your top 4?
I was like,
Why
well,
is
listen,
so-and-so
fucking
there?" I'm like,
Heather.
Dude,
Listen, Heather, you fucking bitch. I came here for you. You know what? Nuh-uh.
Heather Hunter, you're off the list.
Bro, Wesley, see if you can find that MySpace thing.
It would take a while for me to research. It took me like
Dude, I would love
hours.
to see my MySpace.
I'll
page
send it to
again.
everybody though.
Bro,
I'm kind of
I'll
scared to
probably,
go
like-
back.
Ooh, you could look at mine. California V16.
On
Oh.
MySpace.
That's my, yeah.
Okay.
You know
pull
what?
that up. See if you can pull that
So
up.
guys, if you see a Tinder profile with California,
It's the real her.
Just leaking more information. Leaking more and more. Maybe we don't want to pull up this MySpace.
well, no,
Maybe
I
we
don't have the
shouldn't.
website, so it's literally gonna take me an hour to find the website.
You can't just like hit myspace.com no more. That was
No, it's like music. It's all music on MySpace.com now. And then because Tom was a
Losers.
sellout, he sold out and he left us all.
Right.
Fucking Tom.
Remember,
Which
everybody
was my
started.
first
friend.
Yeah.
He was
What
my
was that?
first real
Which one
friend.
do you like more? Like if you could pick one that's the best.
I think MySpace was the shit. You could put like your own
Yeah, you
fucking
could
song.
name
Your
profile
background,
music.
your background, yeah,
Right.
everything.
YouTube
And
used
your
to be
top
that way
friends.
too.
And your top friends was the thing. I know like people would fight over it, but like when you went to somebody's profile and you were in their top friends, you're like,
Yeah,
fucking made it, baby.
exactly.
Let's go.
My brother
Let's
used to like
go.
want to kick my ass if he
finding
wasn't
it
on my
right
top
now.
5.
Well, and then that's the thing. That was always like the decision. So it's like, okay, if you're family, should you really be in my top 5 friends? Like, I thought that was understood already.
No,
Like,
dude, I wouldn't because
family.
this is my space.
right. This is my space.
space.
It's not our space.
Stay on your side.
You know what I'm
mine.
saying, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking MySpace, man. I think more comedians need to make some MySpace jokes.
Yeah, do it,
because I
guys.
feel like that's a good one, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, fucking MySpace, bro.
I got it, guys.
God bless.
I'll write some down.
So let's wrap up the desert talk. I don't
We're still talking about the
Right.
desert. Holy shit.
Well, no, I just want to go back to this story that happened like the other day where at these mud races, I don't know. Do you have the article, Wesley?
Oh my
Yeah, I got it right here. I was looking up the MySpace thing for you.
Right. So yeah, this was in Fabens,
Yeah,
right?
in
This was Far
Fabens.
East Fabens.
I didn't even know this. They had this kind of shit.
Dude, I didn't know either.
The
I mean,
bogging races.
yeah, I know they did like races at the drag or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so essentially there was a man killed in Red Sands after a rollover accident, and the
No,
SUV
no,
goes.
wait.
No, what are you? What is
Yeah,
that?
this is 2019.
Come on, guy.
Dude, there's like no
This
story about
happened like,
MySpace.
this happened like a week ago.
I know there's literally. Oh wait, here it is.
Yeah.
Yahoo has it, but El Paso Times doesn't have
Dude,
it.
don't ever trust El Paso Times. They make you pay for their shit still.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
One day we're gonna be like, remember when we used to have to pay for El Paso Times?
Bro, I think they should just make their digital content free, bro. I mean, like nobody's ordering newspapers
Well,
anymore.
who
I
reads
know,
nowadays? So
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know how to read.
I read texts.
All right. Do you got the story, Wes?
Yeah, but I'm stuck on an ad.
Okay,
so
cool. That's fine.
Let's talk about it and I'll bring it
That's
up.
2021. Our whole life gets stuck on ads.
So
I feel. Like.
what sucks is like there was like a very young guy, it's a 21-year-old.
Yeah, young guy, dude.
Yeah.
He
So
died. And I think from what happened was like a car lost control
and
and then crashed into a group of
Crowd.
people,
Here it is.
like a fucking solid little group, a little crowd. And it kind of like makes me kind of scared because like being in the desert back in the day, you would see people doing stupid shit. And luckily, like nobody got like hurt or anything. But obviously in this incident, that's not the case. And yeah, dude, look at this shit. Oh my God. Look how fast they're fucking going, bro. For the podcast or the audio only audience, this was, you can find this on Yahoo News. Essentially, these guys are racing like mud flap cars or some shit, and one of them loses control. And there's spectators on the side, and he seems to just be going head on. Like, dude, that's just fucking scary.
Yeah.
What would you do, Misa, in that situation?
Well, what can I do? I'd be yelling like, pull the ear brake, motherfucker. E-brake up.
Yeah. Turn to the left.
I think the
Yeah,
only
dude,
thing you
that's
can do
wild.
is just run.
Right. Yeah, dude, that's kind of scary. Okay, so thoughts on that, Veronica, real fast, since you've been in the desert and those situations happen sometimes. Like, could you even imagine being there for that?
Would you
Yeah.
blame the person or because it was kind of like
That's the thing. It's a freak accident. So
Right.
It's like no one's really at fault, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just scary because to picture yourself in that situation, it's like, what is it? Fight or flight?
Fight or flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
It's
It's
instincts.
like, and some
Right.
people, when they freak out, they freeze.
Yeah.
wait, how do
You
you
know?
fight the car coming at you? Just
Well, no, it's the like the instinct of like, are you gonna like run or
Or
are
you're gonna
you
just
actually
freeze
gonna like
because you're
freeze up
scared.
and try to do something? You know what I mean?
Stop, drop, and roll. dude.
Stop, drop, and roll probably
Stop,
would have
drop,
worked
and
in
roll.
this situation. Good job, Misa. Great advice. Right? So, real fast, we're gonna do. Wesley has a new segment that we've never done on the podcast.
yes.
So he's gonna show us some videos and we're gonna react to them. But before we do that, since you're a native El Pasoan, I have to ask you where your favorite local places to get some food at, regardless if it's Mexican, burgers, pizza. I just want to know what your favorite El Paso eatery would be.
Yikes.
I love
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
There's like
Chico's.
so-
Chico's is
no comment.
Oh,
No comments.
Okay, no
Hey.
comment.
If I had to pick one place, it would be
I don't like Chicos. I'm gonna say that right now.
Nobody's asking you, Wes. Chill.
Okay, Mr. Tatanka.
I guess I love Ruli's International Kitchen.
I've never been there before.
Where is that?
Wait, what is it?
It's by
Ruli's
UTEP.
International Kitchen.
Mesa and
Nope.
Executive. Or it
Yes.
used to be there.
It's right by my work.
Right, yeah, right by the
Yeah, yeah,
station. Yeah. It's
Never
it's,
even heard of it.
It's Executive and Mesa, right where the KLAQ station to the left. It's called, I know they do pizza there, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Would it-
cool.
oh.
I've never been there though, but I've heard it's good. So
Oh, yeah.
like that's your favorite place to eat
I love
by
eating
far?
there.
I'm gonna have to go over there for Misa Eats. Try it out.
You
I will be your
should.
co-host.
Oh my God, if you go, take me. So
Yes, there you go.
She's like, let's
There you
go.
I'm all due. Let's go.
What do you usually get there? Like a pizza or like what else do they have?
What I recommend for
Okay, write
appetizer.
some down, blue.
Get it?
Write this shit down, Blue,
For
please.
appetizer, the shrimp nachos. Oh, those
Shrimp
are so
nachos?
good. Dude,
Damn.
shrimp in the queso. It's so good. And it's spicy too.
Sounds like a little touch of Little Shack, you know?
Oh,
Almost,
yeah.
yes.
Little Shack is fire
And
too.
then for their pizzas, they're, what's it called? Pizza. Oh my gosh.
Is it like
The-
oven, like baked
it's
pizza? Okay.
oven-baked
Okay,
pizza
that's like the
and-
best type of pizza
Yes,
by
the
far.
best.
Wait, how else do they
Stone
bake a
oven.
pizza?
No, like
No, stone oven.
brick oven.
Yeah,
brick
oven.
oven.
Okay, I was
Right.
like, what?
You never cooked a pizza in the microwave before?
No, I haven't.
Well, there shouldn't be a restaurant that does that, but I'm just saying
Yes.
there's different types of ovens to use.
Yeah, like their pizza al pastor, that one's really good. It has pineapple, cilantro, red onion, and then some like sauce in the chicken. Oh,
Right.
It's like amazing. It's spicy. And then their teriyaki one, that one's also really good. And
They
then
have teriyaki.
Fuck, dude, I know where I'm going after this.
Dude, that pizza sounded like a Tatanka pizza.
Right.
Did it not?
Right.
and their
It sounds like they just make anything on a pizza there. That's
yeah,
fabulous.
Their pizzas are, and then you can also build your own pizza.
Right.
If you want,
Oh,
and they have
God.
like their add-ons and stuff. And then their, what is it called?
I love pizza, man.
What are those things called with the squash and the cheese? I forget the name.
Squash.
Calabasas.
Calabasas?
Yes,
Oh,
calabasas.
they have calabasas
Yes,
there?
their chicken and calabasas, the best. And then their shrimp tacos are amazing.
Jesus.
Oh, God bless.
So those are
I'm
all
so
the things
hungry
you
right
need to
now.
try.
So
Yes.
okay, so since you're right next to it, being at the station, do you guys frequent that place a lot?
A lot of us do, yeah.
It's just like every day.
Yeah.
What was it called again?
Ruli's
Ruli's.
International Kitchen.
Is it one of those places you show up to so often they're just, oh, hey, yeah, same thing?
They
Same
know
thing?
us.
Yeah.
Start
Same
the
thing?
teriyaki
It's just ready when you show
That's
up.
hilarious. That's what's up. Yeah, I just wanted to see. It's interesting to see what like everybody's favorite place to eat. Right now, I'm currently in a strong relationship with El Cometa. I love that place.
Oh my
That
God.
place is so
The
fucking
best
good.
flautas ever.
The best everything ever.
Yes,
Like you can give me anything. You can give me the grease that they cooked, and I'll be like, oh.
Just drinks.
just drink it.
That's his morning
Bro, that
coffee.
shit is so good, bro.
Where's that lard, good girl?
Exactly. Bro, let me drink that fucking guacamole salsa you guys got there. Jesus.
Dude, yes,
It is
bro.
good, bro.
When I go, I usually ask for like extra sauce when to go, and then like so the next day I'll make some like steak and eggs or something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just use the same sauce.
Yes.
Yep.
It's always
Yep.
good to
It's about being resourceful right there. That's called being resourceful, people.
Sauce makes the world go round,
Right.
for sure.
Okay, so Wesley, I think it's time. We're coming up on 25 minutes here.
All right.
I think what we should do is we should try this segment. So just so you know, this is a brand new segment. We've never done this before.
Yes.
But it was helped produced by Wesley and our boy Chris
Chris,
with the idea of
full credit to Chris.
showing some sort of YouTube video and us and me and Misa haven't seen this video. The only ones that have seen it are Wesley and maybe Chris. I think Chris might have seen these.
Nope.
No. So, okay.
Yeah.
So this is brand new to all of us. And essentially he's going to show us these videos and I want you and Misa to kind of just react and I'll just kind of like throw my little 2 cents in like every once in a while. So I don't know what to call this. We'll call this Wesley's Watch Out Loud segment or something. I don't know.
Wesley, what do you do?
Right. Okay.
What-
there you go. What do you do in
what
this
do you
situation?
do? So just to give you kind of a rundown, I'm going to show you a couple videos and you're going to watch them and tell us how you would react in such a situation.
Guys, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, go to your YouTube channel, subscribe so you can watch this shit.
So our first video, give you a little rundown, is a neighbor doing something very interesting to their neighbor's house.
All right, let's
Did
go.
you record
See-
this?
No.
No, this was recorded by ring.com. Guys, make sure you go check them out. What's going on here?
What the hell?
Is he throwing
I'm
that's
hoping
gasoline?
That
dude,
is
I'm hoping that's water.
That is
Okay.
diesel gasoline.
This is wild.
That is a dude. That is their neighbor.
I think I know what happens.
Oh my God.
Diesel isn't very
This guy's
flammable.
gonna blow himself
Thankfully,
up.
Wait, diesel isn't flammable?
it's not very flammable.
Okay.
But he soaked the whole front door. I looked up the whole story of this.
What was the reason?
So he
did this?
just soaked the door, the whole house, and
Yes.
then that was it?
He soaked the whole house, tried to light it up. But
And it
if
didn't.
you woke up in the middle of the night and you
Right.
saw this show up on your Ring door camera on your phone,
Dude, I'd be so scared.
what would you do?
Right.
How would you react?
Veronica, how would you react to that?
Oh my God, I'd call the cops. I'd be freaked out. Like, why are they trying to kill me?
Right.
Dude, I'd be like, dude, diesel must be really cheap for him to just be throwing it in my fucking front door. Like,
He
God
must have
bless.
not seen gas prices recently. Well, dude, so what I think is interesting about that video is that like he poured if that was gasoline, he poured so much gasoline, he probably would have blown up. When
He would have blown
fucking
himself
lit
up
it.
for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
so the story behind it is he was mentally disturbed and he was arrested. But he just wanted all his neighbors to go away so he could be by himself. So he
Right.
was literally trying to blow it up.
Okay. No, that's completely understandable.
Yeah, I would've probably done the
completely
same.
rational.
But like
That's
if you
so sad though.
if you brought up the video on your phone, like you got the notification, you saw it, and you just see him pouring. You didn't see like the lighting.
Yeah, I
didn't
saw
work.
that.
Yeah.
But it didn't work.
Right.
But if you didn't see that part, how would you react? Would you get up like, I got to get my bat or something like that? I got to call the cops immediately. Should I get out of the house?
Stop,
How would
drop,
you
and
guys-
I think I'm dipping out of the house.
Stop,
first.
drop, and roll, guys.
All right, stop, drop, and roll. Yes. Yes. There you go.
I have a feeling that's what you're going to say for everything.
All right. Okay. Second video. You have how many of these videos?
I have 3. And
Okay. Let's go to the second one here.
second video is from Russia. And
I just wish I was in Russia at that very moment because it's fucking hot here. And
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit looks nice and cold.
I was
Snowing over there.
I was going to say this situation probably will never happen in El Paso, maybe once every blue moon, every 25 years. But
There's a blue moon every 25 years.
guys just, listening to music, turn it down a bit.
Oh,
Bro.
So of his apartment building
Jesus
fell off as he was
Christ.
cleaning it and fell directly on his car.
my God.
oh my God.
How would you react? Like, what would you
How
even
did
do?
you not like? What if you don't even hear that noise?
Right?
And you're like, you don't even look up and
To play it again,
He probably heard somebody yell like, "Fuck!"
no. If you watch it again, there's definitely debris coming down, and I think that's what got his attention.
Look right there. He's already looking up.
Oh God, bro. Dude, he was like
I'm
a
scared.
second and a half of just being
I'm
killed.
fucking scared right
and
now.
then imagine running on ice like that. Shit.
Can I just say
Oh,
something?
This guy was probably running late to work. And then next thing you know, his apartment's like, no, fuck no, you're staying home today.
So funny thing, I know this guy probably didn't react to this
God
whatsoever.
bless.
You want to know why? Because it's from Russia.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't react to anything. It's anything that could ever happen in Russia. Like, remember the meteor
probably the
that went
fifth
down?
time.
He's like, oh well, this is my life.
Yeah.
Somebody give me some vodka.
What is this fucking snow? Fuck this snow. And fuck you, apartment, for falling on my fucking
And
car.
then that's when he realized that wasn't even his car. He was
God
cleaning.
Dude, okay, we just lost all our Russian viewers.
Yeah, the 1%. Good to see you go, guys.
So I have one more
Last
for you.
one. We got one more for
This
West
is something
segment.
I want to do because I live in near Santa Teresa. So
Santa
I
Teresa.
dude, look at me. Anyways, I want to skydive, but there was a situation that happened with these skydiving. There's 2 different angles.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh my God.
Did they hit another plane?
Oh my God.
2 skydiving planes flew into each other.
Bro, all the space in the fucking. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Wait for the second one. I'm not going to play this whole thing, but just wait for the second. The second one shows it a little bit better. Guys climbing out. This is the other plane that crashed.
Bruh.
Dude, did the pilot have a fucking.
Everybody survived, by the way.
What?
Look. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, I guess if there's ever going to be 2 planes to crash into each other, they might as well be full of people who know how to skydive. Right?
Just imagine that being the
Best
first
case
time
scenario,
you
man.
skydive.
Yeah, but what would you do? Like with that, because there's also flying, burning debris.
Stop, drop, and roll, Dougie.
Get off.
Well, I think you're gonna fall way faster than the debris. You're already gonna be like on your way down, and you better pull that fucking rope or whatever they use.
That's
to
fucking
engage
And the
you.
person who dragged me out there better be sure
Right.
I be dead because I beat their ass.
Hey, you guys wanted to somebody's ass is getting handed to them. I don't give a fuck.
The way I saw it is when somebody almost hits you here in El Paso, like comes into your lane,
Right.
you're almost in shock for a bit and you don't know how to react. Imagine that happening and you have to react quickly and pull that.
That would
but
suck.
instead you're in shock, like what is going on?
Right.
Like
Especially if you have like somebody that was still in the plane and you're like, bruh, Misa's in there.
Like what happens? What happens then? Like, do the pilots change like insurance information and shit? Like,
Yeah, once they hit the middle of the air, once they hit the ground, that's the first thing they do.
by the way,
in the middle of the air is like, hey man, like I was backing up, I didn't see you, my bad, bro. You know, that shit would suck,
I
dude.
need your details.
Damn, that's wild, bro.
But no, I will tell you, both planes were owned by the same company.
Okay, cool.
Wow,
So
that company probably
that means
doesn't
that
exist.
company dropped the motherfucking ball right there.
They dropped a lot of things,
Yep.
and I think it was mainly people.
Yep, that's
So-
terrible. That is god awful terrible. Bro.
Yeah.
So those are the three
All right,
situations.
hell yeah, good shit, good shit, Wesley. Guys, if you're listening to the podcast only audio version, you can see all the videos that we reacted to on our YouTube channel, which you can find us at Conversing with Chris and Misa. Make sure you hit the fucking subscribe button, you bastards.
Don't go skydiving, guys.
So, and don't go skydiving.
Guys, did you know when you hit the subscribe button on YouTube, it turns gray? I'm not even lying to you. Try it out.
Try it out.
Try it out.
Yeah.
Try it out.
It
See-
turns gray?
See if we're lying to
Yeah.
you.
No
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
All
it goes
right,
from
so-
red to gray.
Wow.
I know we said we are going to do the random categories, but instead I have 5 random questions. How about that? How about we
All right.
switch
Is it
up?
that time?
So what time is it, guys?
It is time for the 5 random questions here at Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast hosted by your boy, Chris Marcus.
Oh yeah, guys. Okay, so Miss Veronica, I have 5 random questions, and we're gonna shoot them off one by one.
All right.
But before that, I need to know: is everybody ready for this? Blue, are you ready for this?
Oh, dude, I
Wesley?
forgot Blue was here, dude.
You know what? Props to Blue for getting us beers.
Right.
Props to Blue.
Yeah.
Hey.
So,
Thank you.
like, let me be real. Let's
Speaking
break
of,
this
can I
down.
get one more, bro?
Let's break this down real fast. Let's break this down. So let's break down the roles of this podcast. So, I'm the host of the podcast. Misa's the
Fucking
co-host. Wesley's the producer. But by far, the most important person involved with this podcast is fucking Blue.
Blue. Round of applause for Blue.
Round of applause. Give him a hand.
And Blue makes sure our mics are working. He makes sure our floors are clean, and he makes sure we have enough beer.
He really did clean the floors before you
did,
showed
yeah.
up.
He did.
Really? Aw.
Shout out to you, Blue. Thank you for that. All right, so guys.
I wish somebody said that every time I swept my house. Like my wife walks in, she'd be like, "Oh!" But no, all you hear is like, "Hey, what about over there? You missed over there."
You didn't stop dropping rolls.
God bless.
All right, so I need some music, Misa. Let's do this. 5 random questions with our guest, Miss Veronica Gonzalez here, coming from the KLAQ family. And so I have a few. And I don't know if, and this is a hypothetical situation. You can say whatever. You can answer this how you want. But for all the people who like to smoke pot out there, would you rather smoke pot with Seth Rogen or Snoop Dogg?
Oh, that's a fucking good one.
I got my answer already.
Yeah, me too.
Man, okay.
Oh,
You know what? Seth Rogen.
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
He would provide the jokes, and then as it is being high up.
Right. And then I don't know if you've seen what he does recently. He gets all baked and does like pottery and shit. So
He's on Twitch now.
right, you
So
see,
he gets high and just goes like the whole time.
yeah, with Snoop Dogg, like
I don't think I would be able to hang with Snoop Dogg.
Jams. You got to give him that. He'd provide jams.
right. Snoop Dogg also is like really busy. He does like a lot of shit. Like he's in like all these TV shows and like so.
And like
he-
what's her name? Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart, right? So I think it would be cool to chill with like Snoop Dogg, but if you want to just relax,
Maybe even with Martha Stewart,
And do
because you
some
guys can
pottery.
get high and then she'll cook for you.
right?
Oh,
Oh, I never thought about that. Oh yeah, there you go.
You're
That's a
living
good
in
one.
3021.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Okay, it's cool. So, I think regardless, you're gonna have a good time with whatever choice you go to.
Hey, as long as you're
Okay,
smoking weed,
so-
bro, you're good.
Question number 2, Miss Veronica.
yes.
when you were young, a young Veronica, who was your first childhood crush? I loved fucking remember
God.
Hillary Duff?
Oh,
Dude,
That was
she's
my
so
girl.
pretty.
Yo,
Like,
Lizzie McGuire, that was my fucking shit.
my girl was a pink Power Ranger.
oh, Julia.
Oh, yes.
Damn, you know her name?
Shout out to her.
Yeah, she used to be on this TV show I used to watch on WB called
Oh,
Felicity.
true. Okay, cool.
Did you know the Black Power Ranger only had 4 fingers?
What?
Look it up. Look it up. He only had 4 fingers, and
Okay.
anytime he was in the suit, it was his stunt double. And they never showed his left hand.
What finger was he missing?
It was his pinky, I think. So
Wow.
it was just like these. right here.
Whoa, what a freak.
Okay, so
Just say, dude.
okay, so
I guess you have to give up something to become a Power Ranger.
right.
Take
You
my
can't have
pinky.
it all.
You can't
So-
be fancy though.
Veronica, who would you say your childhood crush was?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Oh,
Jonathan Taylor.
He was
Thomas.
on Home Improvement.
Oh.
Oh, the dude with the blonde hair. Okay,
He was Simba. He was Simba.
Simba.
Yeah. He was Simba.
Yeah, the voice for
Oh,
Simba.
nice. That's what's up. Dude, I remember Home Improvement because that's the show where they would lean on the fence and talk to each other.
Yes.
No, it was the guy with like,
Or
didn't
Like,
show his face ever.
whatever.
Wilson.
But that shit was
Wilson.
cool. Fucking Home Improvement. Wow. Look at that. Okay, so question number 3. Let me get some more music, dude.
Keep it rolling.
Okay, so I want to know, Miss Veronica, what is your favorite flavor of Gatorade?
Ooh,
It's gonna be a color. It won't even be.
no, not even color.
it's the white one.
I
I love blue Gatorade.
like the blue frost
Oh, the
and
frost.
then the green apple.
Oh,
I hate the cucumber one.
Yeah, that one's by
That
far the
reminds me of
worst.
a bad night out, and that's why I will never.
Wait,
drink
what's okay? Hold on. I think I know what you're getting to. What's that fucking cucumber
Vodka, the
yeah.
cucumber vodka.
Evan?
Effin?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's
Well, I think like Veronica had a bad experience.
I hate
But
cucumbers.
that's me with Jaeger. I had a bad
Oh
experience.
yeah, me too.
so.
There, yeah, there's
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Look
Wow.
at that.
And tequila, bro. Remember 75?
That is wild.
No, I had fun that time. I don't remember it, but I had fun. I woke
What's
up the
your
next day.
favorite color of Gatorade or favorite flavor of Gatorade? If you say?
favorite color?
When you mix the blue one and the red one. No, I really don't drink Gatorade, man. I really don't like it.
What?
Or Powerade, any of those.
Powerade
So then, what
gives
do you
like
drink for like those?
Well, it's
kinds
because
of
I grew up like playing sports, and so like it's always Gatorade. But since I can remember, it's just like I don't know. It just gives me this like dreadful feeling, like I should be sweating to be drinking this, and usually I don't.
Arizona tea.
So it's like I shouldn't be drinking this right now, dude. It's not good.
You're a loser.
I don't
dude.
like it, dude.
Just have a fucking Gatorade
Yeah, dude.
every once in a while.
H2O.
It's fine.
H2O,
Nothing's gonna
guys.
happen to you.
The
What?
clear kind.
Or just go sit outside in the heat, sweat, and then drink the Gatorade.
Bro, Misa thinks like he's like, if I drink this Gatorade, I'm gonna have to go run a mile and hit the gym, and
Yeah,
I'm not
dude.
down.
He's like, I'm gonna be like those commercials where I sweat like blue. It's
Yeah.
coming down my face.
That shit is hilarious.
Messes your body up.
You probably
So-
see me in the NFL if I start drinking Gatorade, bro. Just saying.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yep.
Okay. All right, question number 4. Let me get some music. All right, so Miss Veronica, I got a question for you.
And I haven't
You know who
Another
the
one?
Yeah. Do you know who the Kool-Aid Man is?
like as in
Like the guy that busted the wall? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, that guy. Okay. So, is the Kool-Aid Man the liquid or is he the pitcher?
He's all of it, bro. He's got to be all of it.
what?
Like, is the Kool-Aid Man like
Like
the
if you
actual
take off the liquid, would it still
Right.
be?
him, or if you pulled out right? If you poured out the Kool-Aid, would the Kool-Aid Man be the pitcher now?
Like, are the kids
Yeah.
just drinking his
He'd be the
blood?
pitcher if you
He'd
take
be the
off
pitcher?
He'd be the pitcher.
So the
right?
kids are just drinking his blood
right.
at that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to see it from that crazy fucked up
God.
way, yes, you're exactly right.
Yeah, welcome to cartoon world.
Right.
That's how it goes.
There you go. Okay. Question number 4. That was a very disturbing question.
I don't think I'll ever drink Kool-Aid again.
Yeah. What's up with
You're
Kool-Aid?
drinking his blood.
What's the stock price on Kool-Aid right now? I feel like it must be down.
It's like Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. Yeah, in the dirt. Okay. Question number 5. Last question. So this one's gonna get deep here, Miss Veronica. But what do you believe happens to us when we die? Her eyes.
Oh.
She's like, whoa.
It's like, well, first of all, we stop
I
breathing.
only had one beer for this. Just kidding.
We're not taking shrooms right now, dude. What's going on?
I mean,
Speak for yourself. About the one beer thing, not the shrooms. What do you guys think before, man?
Oh man, well, see, I'm religious. I'm
Right.
Catholic,
Okay.
so I believe you go to heaven and
Right.
you're reunited with your deceased relatives.
Right. Okay. That's a very
What about
way.
you, Chris? What do you think happens when we die?
Dude, you know what? I don't know, man. I mean, what do you like? So you're just telling me everything just ends? Like that's it? Like no fucking like apex or no like ending. It just like in one day to the next, just is that what happens?
I don't know, dude. I've never done it.
Yeah, I've never died.
Okay. Well, watch.
was
I got an
close to
idea.
it.
Actually, I have died twice. I've technically died twice. So
You saw God?
no, 7. No, I saw like a dream. That's about it. But it was
Okay.
like 7 seconds the first time and then 2 seconds the second time.
Okay. Wow.
Damn, what kind of weed you smoke, dude?
Car crash and some other thing that happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I've never met anybody who's
Cool
died
stuff.
twice and is still alive. That is fucking wild.
I'm unstoppable.
Yes, he is. Okay, cool.
Nine
So
lives.
I don't know, Misa. What do you think happens? I think
I think God is trying to take West, dude. That's what I'm trying to think.
Did you say 9 lives?
Yeah.
I am a cat owner, so yeah.
What do you think happens?
I
Misa?
don't know, man. I mean, I think there's more, afterlife kind of thing. I just don't know what. Like, I grew up, Christian and very religious, but when you start thinking more and questioning it, I just don't know. I feel like for a fact it's not gonna be the end, like a total end. It's just like darkness, or it's just cease to exist. But I think there's something else. Maybe it's just like another life somewhere else or
Misa
something.
just ends up in a bathtub full of Budweiser. He just soaks in it. He's just like, oh, this is heaven.
I'm reincarnated into Chris.
Well, kind of like that movie with the dogs. What's it called? The Dog's Journey, when it dies and then it turns into another dog.
I'm sorry.
What?
I thought of like
And
all
it's
dogs
it's
go to
this-
heaven.
The whole
Oh,
dog
shit.
from the first one that they had,
Okay.
and they keep transferring until they get back to
What?
the original owner.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That
Damn.
movie is so sad.
What is that?
A Dog's Journey.
I want to check
Is that on
out.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool.
Disney Plus,
I don't know. I don't have Netflix.
Paramount. You don't have
What?
Netflix?
I know.
What?
I know.
You gotta be like me and get
Do you have Hulu?
You gotta be like me and
No,
get an
I don't
X
have
and then
any.
just name yourself
hold on.
settings.
Do you have basic cable?
On demand.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There you go. That's the same, I guess, right? Netflix.
really.
No, I just can't get over that she doesn't have Netflix.
Right. He's
Like-
speechless.
What do you do with your time, girl? Shit.
Just because she doesn't have Netflix.
Because all I do is
Have Netflix.
Shout out to Netflix. We're sponsored by them.
You peasant. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That was 5.
She's from a third world
questions.
country or something for sure.
Wait, hold on. And you said you live on the west side?
No, I live in Central.
Oh, okay.
But she's from
But
the
I'm
west side.
from the West Side. Yeah, I
Okay.
grew up here most of my life.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go to fucking Central. You,
So
you lose your
everybody,
Netflix.
You lose your
Okay, I used to have one.
That's what I mean. You lose
I
it when you
used
move to.
Back in the day, when it first came out, I got it. And then when I realized how hooked I got to
Right.
it, where I was binge watching a show and losing sleep, I was like, dude, this is no good. And then one of the times I had lost my card. And so when it was trying to bill me,
Right.
it didn't go through because I had lost it. So I had to cancel it. And the new card, I never entered the new information. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to use it. So I just never.
Yeah. Were you like in the middle of a show or did you finish all your shows?
I finished. Well,
Oh, that's why.
No.
That's
No,
why.
one show I finished, but other ones that I was watching and trying to like catch up on a lot of them, which were like 4. I didn't, but yeah, I was just like, yeah, no, because I'm wasting too much time. I'm losing sleep. So I was like,
Yeah.
F it.
Real fast.
I'm gonna give her Netflix for her birthday for sure.
Oh,
You're such a
Get her
nice
back.
guy.
that's gonna
Get her
kill
back to
me.
he's like only 1 month.
She's not gonna
1
say
month.
no for sure.
He's like
And if
1
my-
month.
Okay, real fast, favorite TV show of all time, and then we'll wrap it up.
Oh my gosh.
Scrubs.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Scrubs is a fucking badass show.
Like as in
I'm no
old,
Superman.
new, or
Anything. Favorite of all time.
Favorite,
You could say fucking Powder Puff Girls. Doesn't matter. Those are pretty good.
Powerpuff Girls, dude. Powder.
Is it
Puff.
Powder Puff or Power Puff?
There's a real life version of that show coming out
Okay.
soon. Yeah.
Cool.
I'd say Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's okay. Yeah.
Love it.
That's a big one. That's my
Right.
favorite. Well, for my wife.
Okay,
Favorite
cool.
one.
Grey's Anatomy was very successful for a long time. I think they're still even rolling.
Yeah, they still are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're still
okay,
thinking it. I
nice.
think they're gonna end it though.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, at some point, like they've been around so long, you
I
know,
know,
like
yeah.
what can you really do with the storyline, the character
Yeah.
And
development?
all of them are
you know
like
what I mean?
gone pretty much.
Right, all the
cast.
original cast. That's
Yeah.
what happened to Scrubs. That's the exact
yeah.
same way
Can
that Scrubs went out.
Can I say one thing? Because you said Grey's Anatomy, we said Scrubs. there was a bunch of doctors that said Scrubs is the most realistic hospital TV show because like
Nice.
the way they act in Scrubs is the way they actually
Doctors.
act.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Grey's
if I know.
Anatomy is just a bunch of doctors and nurses hooking up from every time, like from episode to episode.
It's like somebody's dying.
They're actually taking care of the patients.
Somebody's dying and shit, and these guys are like in the
Closet. The medicine cabinet or closet, whatever. All right,
and then they
guys.
come back all shocked, like, oh,
Oh shit, he's dead. Wow.
yeah.
How's that?
And then the episode ends.
Right. Okay. All right, guys. Those are some random questions that we have with Miss Veronica Gonzalez here. What we're going to do now, guys, we're going to go ahead and do our final thoughts on the podcast and wrap it up for today. Let's go with you, Misa. Final thoughts on today's podcast first.
Yes, I just want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. To start with, my dad, my stepdad, I love you guys. My grandpa, my uncles, everybody that has a kid, Blue, Wes, your cat, Chris, because of Aaron. And yeah, guys, happy Father's Day. Veronica, thank you very much for giving us your time. It was very fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Or I hope you enjoyed it, because if you didn't, you know, but anyways,
What are you gonna do if she did it?
she can't leave. Get her some
He's
Netflix.
gonna set up a fake profile.
Yeah.
He gets you like Netflix, but it's like the Chinese version or something. Can't understand anything they say.
From like Alibaba.
Yeah. But I want to wish you the best of luck with whatever you do. I hope we could have you back sometime soon. I'm gonna take you up on that offer and go into that restaurant and we'll try it out. Okay.
Yes.
Wes,
Release.
good job like always. Chris, good shit, my guy. Blue, thanks for the beers, bro.
Thank you.
Everybody listening, guys, thank you very much. You guys make sure to be safe and stay fresh.
And
Wes.
subscribe.
Right, and
To them.
subscribe. Yes. Wes, final thoughts today?
Well, thank you so much for having somebody willing to make a fake profile about you. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Thank you to that guy.
Thank you.
Shout out to Muhammad.
Shout out to Muhammad.
Absolute blast of a podcast. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Blue because I mean, this man is always on the run. He doesn't question it. And I question everything. So he's a lot better of a man than me, but happy Father's Day to everybody out there. And I hope you guys are having a great day and staying cool.
And
Nice.
cheers.
Thank you. Miss Veronica, final thoughts on today's podcast.
I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for having me. It was so much fun. My face cheeks are gonna hurt. I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. Thank you.
You're never gonna laugh again.
Not the same. Not the same. With you guys, it's really awesome. Thank you for having me, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Very good. Give her a round of applause.
Yes,
Nisa.
yes.
Oh yeah, guys. I just want to thank you all, Wes, for producing, Blue, for always helping out, Misa for co-hosting. Thank you guys. Miss Veronica, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and hang out with a bunch of guys who just like to talk shit on a podcast and drink beer from time to time. So it's cool.
Yes.
I really felt the vibe today. I think we had a good time, and I think the conversation was very engaging, and I like that we were able to make you laugh so much. So that's what we're here
Yes.
for.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to automatically extend a round 2 invitation anytime you'd like. We could do this again. We can talk some more about everything that makes you who you are and what it is that you're doing with your career.
What
So
I want,
thank you
what
for
I
that.
want, real quick, I want Veronica to plug her socials, let everybody know where they can find you and listen to you.
The real you.
Yes,
The real me.
Please.
Okay. On Instagram, you can find me under Callie Vivi. And also Twitter, you can find me at BeachyV. And then Facebook, I do have a, I guess, public page that you
Right.
can say that you can like, because I have a personal page, and that one's more personal for people I do
Yeah.
know and stuff.
Right.
So yeah,
Like
you can
us.
find me on Facebook.
Oh yeah, guys. So go support the people
Yes.
that support the podcast. Make sure you guys go follow her, like her page, all the good stuff. So guys, thank you for tuning in today. This was episode number 80, Conversing with Chris and Nisa, the podcast. We are 4/5 of the way to 100 episodes, by the way.
Yes.
Shout out to us for that.
Yes.
So guys, with all that being said, make sure you're liking us on Facebook, liking us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, leave a rating and a review. With all that being said, guys, we are